All right. So this formula, this framework that I mentioned, it's a 3-part formula or 3-part framework. And the idea, and look, to be honest, listening to what that situation and what you've told me, I feel like you already have those elements. So it's going to be good to just explore how we can maybe deepen these elements and apply them to this situation that you have, or any other persuasion situation that you have. But the first part of the formula is acknowledgement. Okay. The foundation of all persuasion really rests on our ability to acknowledge others. So what does that mean? It means create a space where people are willing to share their reality. We take the time to really understand and appreciate their reality. Yeah, because if we don't acknowledge other people's challenges and struggles or their successes before attempting to make a request of them, they won't hear the request. Yeah, so Stephen Covey in his 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, I can't remember the habit exactly, but basically he says what you want to do is you want to open the space first. Because usually when people come in to ask for something, they close the space first because they ask straight away. But what you want to do is you want to open that space up. And how you open that space up is you acknowledge that there are other perspectives, opinions, realities other than your own. Very similar to what I heard you say you did in the meeting when you said, look, I haven't liked the way these meetings have gone. Here's some of my thoughts, but what are your thoughts? I want to understand your perceptions, your perspectives, your reality. Yeah. And sometimes too, I mean, depending on the situation, these different parts of the formula may be different conversations. It may not happen in the one conversation because the acknowledgement may take some time, particularly if there's multiple parties. The next phase or the next part of the framework is ambition. And what does this mean? This is where we stoke their ambition for a better future. It's giving the person you're persuading a vision or if you like, an image that they can hold on to that shows them how their actions or the actions you want them to take can give them a greater reward. And when we talk about greater reward, we need to think it both intrinsically and yeah. So you know what that means? So intrinsic reward is, they get personal meaning or personal passion or personal enjoyment. The extrinsic reward is more like social recognition or status or power or an award or appreciation or popularity or money or, those kind of external. Right. So what you're doing is you're painting that picture for the future that shows them if they take the actions that you're wanting them to take, this is what it's going to bring them both intrinsically and extrinsically. Yeah. And then you overlay all of that with, I mean, the word, the third word, and it's alliteration, so it's easy to remember, but it's affect, AFFECT. But essentially what that means is, authenticity, emotion. Yeah, because we want to do it in a way that people really connect with us on that emotional level. Because I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but most people, when they buy emotionally and then they rationalize it in their heads. Yeah. So we still need that human to human connection. And we do that by overlaying the acknowledgement and the ambition with a high degree of authentic emotion. And again, from what you've told me and what I've heard, and obviously what I've observed in all of our sessions, you have been working towards and, really exploring that authenticity.